Hello there. You're gonna be in and out. Oh, that's a shame. Alright, well, I'm gonna end the stream. Bye. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Thank you for joining, Castle. I know you'll be out for a bit, probably. Oh, let me take my medicine. I forgot to take my medicine in the morning. Oops. Oh boy. Okay. Let me get the music on. And switch this to desktop. There we go. Oh, I kind of don't want to be on camera, but oh well. Too late. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining for another game dev stream for Vessels. I'm not gonna do the normal explanation of what this game is at the beginning because I'm kind of having a rough day. I guess you can go to the first, the intro of any of the other previous streams, I guess, to figure out what it is. But it's like a exploration game, treasure hunting, puzzles, stuff like that, spooky environments. Anyways, yeah, I've been having a bit of a rough day today. Let me close Chrome. I don't know why. I just woke up super early, like way earlier than normal. And my back is killing me. I'm just like tired and my back hurts for some stupid reason. I need a nap. But a 9-hour nap, ideally. Okay. So, let's continue. Or let's begin by looking at what I was doing last time. Which, I almost wanted to scrap the entire game over because of this one issue. So if you recall from last week, I was trying to get the containers to spawn items in front of me. Okay, well, it's even more broken than before. Trying to get it to spawn items in front of me. That one, it's doing this. It's so much more buggier than it was before. Somehow. It was working. Oh, dear God, no. What is happening? What is happening? Why is it breaking so much more than it was earlier today? I immediately need to take the sweater off. It's just completely fried. This, for some reason, does not want to work no matter what I do. I have rewritten it twice now today to the point where I just decided instead of trying to force this system to do something it was never meant to do, I'm just going to make it do the thing it was meant to do. And by that, I mean I'm literally spawning the item in front of me, in front of the collision that's attached to the camera, and making it interact, like, forcefully. So it overlaps the collision, it gets the data, then it interacts. Still will not trigger correctly, as we can see. It's literally just doing the default thing that it's supposed to do. It's just the vanilla code. And I'm kind of tired. I'm already taking this off. It was cold earlier, and now it's hot. Maybe because I'm running Unreal. I want to take a look at this first and see if we can fix some of it, because this is driving me nuts. This should not be that difficult. It's literally just the vanilla code for picking up. It's literally just this. It's just this. It's just that. At least that's still working. Okay. I'll put this away for now. What the hell is happening? I'm going to put this on the side because I need to be able to see the code on the side. Okay. Okay. So, whoops. What the hell? What the hell happened? Dude. I'm gonna lose my mind, I swear to God. I'm contemplating I'm honestly contemplating stripping the player apart and redoing every interaction, it crashed. It crashed. Fucking hate Unreal Engine 5. I'm honestly considering stripping the game apart at this point. Starting from scratch, bringing all the blueprints over to a new project, and then just restarting the player from scratch. At this point, this is kind of ridiculous. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay, I need to gain access to the player code. Okay, I can see when I pick up and when I drop. Okay. Take. That said it was a flask and it was not the right model. So I didn't even get to see what it did. Okay. So it's doing things correctly. It's just for some reason it's bugging out. Oh yeah, you know what? I need to get rid of these event dispatchers. This does not work. I mean, it does work, but it's kind of pointless. I don't know why I'm doing this. On container item take. Container item take. Okay. Yeah, these are kind of pointless. I don't know why I'm doing these. Maybe that's the issue? Because those are meant more for like when two different blueprints are interacting with each other. I shouldn't need to use that. On container item taken. But I've been like wrestling Unreal today like crazy. Like it sometimes it doesn't want to copy and paste and I have to like find a way to fix that. It's so annoying. Okay, and then the other one should be in interact on click. Okay. No, we don't need to look at that. We're going in here. And then we're going here. Call on container spawn. Okay. Interact with container item. There's just no point in doing this way. So I can get rid of these. And I can get rid of these. Okay. The other two I do need. These two. Maybe that's the cause of some of these issues. I don't know. I doubt it. I took and it didn't like reset it. It didn't like change to the next item. I need to see what happens when what's going on in the code when that happens. If I can even find what's going on. Like, I just need to keep repeating it over and over again until I find the issue. Well, I am recording technically. It's the stream's end though. It went through. I can tell. It went through here. So Is this just not going through? Gotta keep going. Keep repeating the process. There it is. I did see it this time. It went through here. So what is happening? It must be getting blocked here somehow, because there's no way in hell it's not doing what it's supposed to do. God, I wish YouTube mobile would work. I wonder if it's like if I click it too fast. Okay. See, that time it didn't even get to this. See, none of it triggered. It spawned an item. You can see that it spawned something and it shows the name in the top left. Okay. So I did see what happened there. It went to the top branch here. So it went through true. Container items is greater than or equal to max items. Oh, you know what? We should not be doing this. Once container items has reached the maximum container items, we should not be spawning any more items. Why did it, I don't know why I had that there. Okay, see how like I technically grabbed it, but it's still in my hand or in my inspection. And it went all the way through. I can't drop it or pick it up. So, okay, has spawned all items. It went through. And then if I take... let me close things I don't need. Has spawned all items. I think this might need to be the other variable. Has spawned all items. It's just this one thing, because I'm trying to force this mechanic that I made in a very specific way to work a different way. It's not meant to work this way. That's why I'm trying to change it so that it can essentially work the same way as it's supposed to. That time it didn't even give me the extra items. Has spawned all items. Oh, then we need to flip this. Right. Flip these branches. Okay, that makes sense. I think the problem is definitely the logic. Like figuring out where in the whole system, the whole setup, the logic has broken. See, there it broke. Okay. Is currently searching. Okay, I get the feeling that it went through, but it just didn't, like, it didn't do anything. Oh my god, having the fucking biscuits the same model is hurting here. Okay, so now if I'm clicking, Okay, so it knows that there's no item there. It's gone. Because I can't get past this. That means that there's no item in front of me that I'm interacting with. So it's gone. I'm just stuck in this state. For some reason. Basically, what I need to happen here, I think I need to flip this, because this is for when I'm inspecting an item. I'm in inspection mode. Say it's the last item, and I get to this branch, and I'm still currently searching. I wanted to grab that item, take the item, which is here, then delay, check to see, are we still searching? Which is going to be true because that doesn't get reversed until here. So when the last item is spawned, we have triggered this. Which basically means all of the items that is supposed to spawn have spawned. And then the next time we trigger it, when we click that last item, we take the last item, it should trigger here, and it should be true here. So then all of this will fire. It should reset the gameplay. It should reset is searching to false and reset the container item value, which is the number of items that have spawned. So for some reason, this whole thing is failing. There's some fault in the logic somewhere. I just don't know where. And see, that time it didn't even spawn anything. It didn't even put me in inspection mode. It just kept me in gameplay mode. I'm honestly kind of considering maybe just scrapping the whole container idea, which would suck. Okay. See, it gave me the item, and it went on the bottom path. If I left click or right click, I can't do anything. It's almost as if it's just stopped. Like it just stopped doing all the thing that it was supposed to do, which was spawn additional items. There's just it seems like there's one thing that's wrong, maybe two things, and it's causing like a bunch of different issues, and I'm trying to focus on one, and then I get distracted by another. That time it didn't spawn anything. Okay. Oh yeah, also I'm like stuck. Like I can't interact with anything now. Oh. So there was a pickaxe there. Interesting. It took the item and then went through here. I reset to gameplay, so it had to have gone through here. This is a 100% spawn chance, right? Oh, wait. Where is this being set? Please tell me this is not 0 for real. This can't be 0. No, it's 100 right there. Okay. Jesus Christ. That means it should be spawning extra items 100% of the time. Because it's selecting from 0 to 100. So 0 is less than or equal to 100. 100 is less than or equal to 100. Everything in between is less than 1. Yeah. So it should always be true. Always. Always, always, always. At least right now, because I'll change the values later. Kind of wish I had a third monitor here. At least show you two different monitors. So plan, strip everything, or slap duct tape. Yeah, pretty much. I don't want a band-aid fix for this though. That's the problem. If it doesn't consistently spawn items from the containers, I'm just gonna get rid of the whole container system entirely. Because if it's just not going to work, then why even have it in the game? Like, if it works 90% of the time, 99% of the time, whatever, it's not even worth having. I've spent way too much time on this. Okay. See, but it didn't get rid of the thing on my hand. So it went through here. Okay, so it triggered that. So that is true. So then I left clicked. This is still true. So it took the item and went through here. But it didn't reset my gameplay mode. This should have been true, so it would have reset me. It would have gotten to this point. So that means that this just never triggered. This whole thing. Somehow. Just for some reason have not been reset. I need to see. I wish I could see both ends. I guess I kind of can. What I need to okay, hold on. I need to put the game to the side here. You won't see the game. No, I didn't want to do that, idiot. I need to see this and this at the exact same time. I need to see that this code fires and this also fires as well. Because this is just that. This is this. Let me fix the chat here. Alright, let's give this a try. Okay. Everything's looking good. Oh, now I see the problem. This is false here for some reason. Has spawned all items. Has spawned all items. I literally saw that get triggered. That time it didn't even spawn anything. Okay. Yep. Yep. Okay, this time... Oh my goodness. It's like hard to look at the code and also see what's happening on the left. So I saw interact with container item. Okay. Left click, it went on the bottom branch. Left click and went on the bottom branch. Left click should go through the middle branch. I think I understand why I'm failing here. I may be dumb, but I think I understand what happened here. So at this point, just do this. Just reset it. Like there's no point. What am I doing? At this point, just check that. So here, if it tries to spawn an extra item, it's going to get to here and says, nope, we respawned all the items. So, has spawned all items. Check immediately, and then reset to gameplay. Oh, Jesus. H. I think that might be the problem. I don't know. Okay, and then here. Yes, okay. Maybe this will resolve most of the issues. I don't know. Let's find out. It didn't, like, spawn an extra item, though. Okay, that might be another problem. There might be several issues here. It didn't spawn anything there. Lovely. Okay. That's one problem solved. Let's keep trying. Oh, the search is broken. Oh my god. That bug won't go away, dude. I hate that bug. It's been around for a year, and I can't get rid of it no matter what I do. The search bar just, like, breaks. That broke too. Is it maybe because I'm, like, clicking too quickly? No, that gave me 3 items. I spammed it. Nothing. Okay, okay, gave me 2 items there. What the fuck? It did it again. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want to spawn vessels in containers and give the player the option to take them or drop them. Because if you take it, that is a hit to your sanity. If I force that into your inventory, the player has no choice. And that's not a very good design choice. That's not a good design decision. You don't want to force the player to take the damage from the risk of a vessel being in there. So what I can do, I guess, if I can't fix this, if this just takes too long, I'm just gonna make the containers work like the resource piles, and you just search it and it gives you everything, and we're just gonna be done with. Okay, and that broke immediately. Dude, what is up with the searching function? Why is it breaking? It's just broken. Okay, we fixed one of the potential problems. Why is it now not spawning the item in front of me and letting me interact with it in inspection mode? That is another one of these bugs. I need to see that in action. Okay, it went. Okay, I saw it. It went through here. It went through here. I saw it. Why is it still simulating? Okay, so it did go through here. Okay, awesome. So now I need to see what's going on here when it doesn't spawn an item. Oh, okay. I might know the issue, but let's see if I can actually see it happen. Okay. I see the issue. We don't have a reference. This is returning not valid, meaning that oh boy. Meaning that it's spawning. We need an event dispatcher, like I knew. And like I knew we would need. Okay, so on what do we call it? Something with container. On container search. On container search. We do need it. No, it's a bug, but it's one that I can solve very easily. So basically it's trying to interact with an item that doesn't exist yet because it hasn't spawned yet. So when maybe we don't need the dispatch. No, yeah, we do. I need the item to tell me the item needs to say to the player, hey, I spawned. Try to interact now, basically. So I need to open the item. The easiest way to do that is this. That's a container. I need the item. So all I need is the item to now try to communicate with the player that it has spawned and that it can go ahead and try to interact. Because this is different than me clicking on a pre-spawned item. That item is already spawned. Its interaction is guaranteed. Like, that's simple. But this, I'm spawning the item and then telling the player, interact. And it might not be interacting in time for that item to spawn in. So the item needs to tell the player, I have spawned. Now interact. Okay. So I'm going to make... So I have the event dispatcher. Custom... event spawned from container. I'm gonna throw that down here. This is a very simple fix. So we're gonna get the player ref. I think we need this on spawn container item. What did I call it? On container search. Bind event to on container search. Oh wait. Oh boy. I forgot the order that this is supposed to go in. No. Oh my god, what is it called? Call. Yes. We call it. We're basically just triggering that event in the player. So now I need to set up the dispatcher. Is it just like... Is it fine that I do it here, like at the beginning? That's something that I was wondering about. Fired by the blueprints. Because okay, so I have these two that I've already set up that I have as an example because this is something I've never really used before, but it's a good way to trigger code between blueprints. I could use the instance, the what's it called? Interface, but I think this will be a cleaner way of doing it from now on. So I need to open let's just open the character control, the player controller. There we go, that's what it was. Trying to remember where this other... Okay. Okay, so initialize HUD is here. So this binding needs to be in the blueprint that is triggering the actual code. So, yes, this is correct. So the player needs to, on container search, bind, create event, make an event, which I think is already here, but I already had the dispatcher before, but this time I'm going to use it properly. We shouldn't even need the delay. Spawn interact with container item. It's going to be a hell of a name. And that should have somewhere. Where is it? Interact with container item. Awesome. For container items. So I had the one from earlier, but that's fine. Because this time I'm actually using it correctly. At least using it the right way. Like, I wasn't necessarily using it the wrong way. Just wasn't the best way to do it. Okay. So, when the item spawns, spawn from container. Spawned from container. Is that correct? Spawned from container. What am I listening to? Could you imagine working on Unity for years in C# and then switching to Unreal? That's what happened to the Hinterland devs. This is a completely different language, and I don't know if they're using blueprints, but if they're doing actual coding, that's a full new language. There's some overlap, but it's like trying to rewire your brain to figure out how to code again. And this engine can be so finicky. And this version, 5.6, is so busted at this point. Like, I don't know how it's this broken. I need to get to 5.7, but it is available now. I'm going to wait till the 5.8 preview to jump up to 5.7. Once the 5.8 preview is out, I'm going to jump to 5.7 because this 5.6 is super, super broken. It's just constant problems. Crashing, etc. Lots of weird like UI bugs within the editor, the blueprints. Okay. It should work. Did not work. That's not good. Oh boy. Okay. So I'll need this. Actually, even better. I'll click in there. No, it's still invalid. I thought that would have solved the problem. Maybe it still needs that delay. Yeah, we're telling the item that spawns. Oh. No, yeah, that should work. Yeah, I'm telling it to spawn. Telling it to trigger spawned on container, which is triggering this event dispatcher on the player, which does this, which goes to here. If this is still invalid, then there's another issue here. It should not be invalid at this point. Even with this without this delay, it shouldn't. It's still invalid. But why though? Why is it invalid? Is it happening every time now? It seems like it's happening every time now. Oh yeah. By adding that event dispatcher, I've fully broke. Oh, there we go. Okay, I need to figure out why it's not interacting on time. If I do it like a second delay, which is not ideal. So the question mark being there, actually, it works. Yep. That's breaking every time. Love that. So the little question marks tells me an item did spawn. That shouldn't be there visibly. Okay, that broke too. It's even more broken than it was before. It's broken again. I don't get it. I don't get how it's broken again. I didn't change anything in here. So the fact that it's just broken again is alarming. Okay, I have an idea. So in here, I'm gonna print the number 2. And then the item, I'm going to print the number 1. Ignored those numbers. One, 2. So that tells me that the item spawned and then the interaction occurred. 1, 2. Okay. So now I'm going to remove that delay, because this delay can't be here. It can't be a second. Let's try for 1/10 of a second. I don't want to spend the whole stream doing this. Okay. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Incredible. Yeah, that's just broken. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. I gotta do that over and over again until I find the moment where it breaks. 1, 2. Interesting. So even though it did trigger 1 and then 2, it's still registering as invalid. That's so weird. Which means that this isn't firing correctly. Somehow. I don't know how that's possible. Please. So we should be getting this to fire, and then it should go down the bottom path. Oh, is currently searching. Yeah, that's fine. So that should fire. We should see all of that trigger. This is going to be fun to figure out. I saw the line trigger. It triggered. That time it didn't trigger. And it's broken. Why is that? Is it specific items? Like, that item is pretty small. It's damn near flat. The candy bar. Maybe the item itself is breaking it? Like the collision of the item? That all worked because... I don't know. Can we make you visible, please? Just for a little bit. Yeah, why not? Let's see if you're visible. And I also want to see the capsule. Let me see the capsule. Are you actually overlapping the capsule? Because if not, then that's a problem. And then let me get rid of these prints, the 1 and the 2. If I don't remove them now, I'll forget, and then I'll never be able to find them again. Here. Okay, I can see the capsule there. There's the item right there. Okay, that was paper. See, that interacted just fine. Okay. Ignore the snapping. It's because there's an actual item there, and then I'm like interacting with it, which makes it invisible. Ignore that. It broke when I got to the paper. Which the paper has an issue with collisions because it's flat. Its collision is basically nearly non-existent. So I had to actually add on a box that takes the shape of the paper, a little bigger than the paper, to hopefully be interacted with. Even these tiny items have no trouble interacting with the capsule. It's the paper that's breaking. It's the paper that's breaking. Wait, that also that said flask, right? Did that say flask? I need to make sure these are the right... Oh, okay, I see. The previous item was a flask. It broke on paper. Oh my goodness. I can't... If that's the issue, I'm gonna blow my brains out in-game. That actually might be why it's breaking at the beginning of the searching and then in the middle or towards the end of it. It's because it's not interacting with the paper. If that's the problem, this will fix it. Hopefully, the whole thing. Oh my goodness. Let's go into the stupid data table. Anything that's made with that has paper on it needs to get fixed. Let me hide the description because I don't want spoilers. Oh, spoilers. Let me not do this on screen. Okay, so where is that variable? Use secondary collision. Okay. Use secondary collision. Yep. Oh, it's not that. Oh, there's another reason why it's broken. Maybe because it's spawning. Okay, hold on. I think I know. I think I know. Because we're spawning it. We're not triggering this. Okay. So... yeah, if it's a note... oh, okay. Where is that even being triggered? It's this variable. Use supplementary collision. I think I know where the issue is. Toggle over. That's for the override. Is there an override in this level? Yeah, there kind of has to be. That's how items work. Otherwise, it won't work. Is there a world override? Yes. Okay. We're in the local override. It should be working. I've had no issues with it so far. So. Oh God. Basically, when it spawns, when an item spawns, if it's a note, it has to trigger. You know what? I really see no problem with just letting it spawn in with the supplementary collision. There's just no reason to not have that ticked off. So, use supplementary collision. Which... yeah, use supplementary collision. I don't even know why disable collisions is there. It's not even like a variable. Unless it's meant to be. No, I don't see it. That's fine. Just leave it. They should fix it. I don't know. Okay, we'll fix that bug another time. That one is a bitch and a half. Where the container is just... no. No, it's not that. It is the paper that's breaking it, though. We're removing paper from the containers. Actually, in fact, there should be no reason for a piece of paper to be in a container. Because that's what the notes are. It's just a piece of paper. Notes should never be in a container. So, well, this is what I would consider a band-aid fix. It should never spawn a piece of note in a container. No, I know what the issue is. It's the paper, but I can't get it to interact correctly. See? Because the paper has a teeny tiny microscopic collision. It's so small it just won't work. Okay, theoretically, if I open... where's the construction script? Spawn state. Spawn state. It should technically have this. That's the wrong variable. No, not the spawn thing. Where's the item type? Ah. It should have this information as soon as it's created, because it's being inputted into its creation, into the spawn. If it's a note of any kind, then shit. Toggle collisions. Where is this firing? Oh, this might be when I'm like interacting with it. Oh, it's probably from the player when I'm interacting with an item on the ground. Okay, so in the construction script, toggle interaction. Or, sorry, toggle collisions. My bad. Use supplementary collision if it's a note. I don't want a band-aid fix for this. The band-aid fix will be fine, but I don't want a band-aid fix. Because theoretically there will never be paper in these things. Okay. Just gotta keep doing this until I get a paper. No. Oh, God. I see the question mark there, which is interesting. It shouldn't do that. A thought occurred. I can make a band-aid fix that works here. Oh, Stars is opening up Godot engine. Interesting. Okay. So, if it spawns a note, which it should never. Honestly, I'm going to move on from this. Let me open up Chrome and put a note in the document. It should never spawn a note in those containers. Later on, when I actually have everything ready, the containers will have their own data table of items that they can spawn, and it should not include notes. The problem is that the note has a paper-thin collision. It's just not colliding for some reason with the camera. Like, no matter what I did. So I had to add an extra collision that would take the shape of the paper. Roughly. It should be bigger. So... Vessels... Hold on, I'm reading a comment. It's a castle. Technical document. Bugs. Spawning papers / notes from a container causes the item spawning from container to break. Papers / notes should never spawn from containers. It's a bug, but it's more of a note. Just to like remind myself, do not spawn notes from containers, because it's gonna break. I'll fix the other container bug, which is the stupid slide, the bar. Oh. Watching Zex video today in a single region, and it got me thinking, and I want your honest opinion. Okay, what is it? Fuck me. Paper. That biscuit broke. Oh! I keep getting a paper. Oh my god. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with this fucking feature. Why am I getting unlucky with the papers? Okay. We're making the data table now. Duplicate. Village. Containers. This data table is more or less done. More or less. Delete these. Can I delete multiple? Of course not. Okay, I can click. Very brief spoilers here if you take a glance, but it's live, so good luck reading it. Get rid of all the notes, get rid of the keys, get rid of the test vessels, get rid of the biscuits. Those shouldn't even spawn in there anyways. Get rid of the tools, they shouldn't spawn in there. These are technically pieces to a puzzle. Should make sure that they spawn. Those are for a puzzle. Matches aren't even in the game anymore. Get rid of the batteries and the fuel. Okay. So the containers will only spawn these items. No papers. No notes. Nothing. Open the container. Change the data table. Nope. What happened there? Ah, here it is. Change it to data table. Village containers. I don't think I need any of this. Not sure. Whatever. That's fine. Yeah, I don't even need this. It should just be one data table with all the items in it that are approved for this specific blueprint. Oh, right. I will need that eventually. I'm going to leave it there because we're going to need to separate this into village, into cigar lounge, into any other future almost said regions, future maps. Only pies or only stews, but in a single region for 20 days. That's what I came up with watching Zach's video. Okay, here's the problem. Is this a random region? Because if it is, if you spawn in Hashur Valley, you are starving to death. Because I don't think there's any flour there. Hello, Daniel. It can't just be a random region. It has to be a specific region. And at that point, I feel like it's just kind of... Why? What's the point? Because you have to force yourself to be in a specific region. If it was random, but you could move around, it'd be better. Okay. Stop getting papers and stop breaking. Please. Could have sworn it broke on a biscuit at some point, but the biscuits aren't spawning from this. I don't even think I'll have biscuits spawning. Those will be items you have to craft. I gotta come up with a better name for those things. Biscuit of whatever. Okay, it's working every time now. I also could have sworn it broke on the chocolate bar, but maybe it's because the next thing was paper, and I hadn't set it to be visible yet. Yeah, because if you just let people pick their own region, it's gonna be, I don't know. I don't want to say lame, but it's kind of lame. Why did that say flask? Okay, something's wrong with the flask. The flask doesn't have the right. Hold on. It's called flask, and it has the flask mesh. What about the coins? Because the coins are appearing on like the flask. Where are the coins? Yeah, those are coins. Oh, it says flask. Oh. That's hilarious. I should make sure everything has the right. Oh, yeah, look at that. Flask. Why do these all say flask? That's because I copy and pasted the previous one. And I did not change the name. Iron ring. Sunken ring. I'll probably come up with better names later. No wonder a bunch of items were showing flask. Okay. Holy shit, that's fucking hilarious. That's an oopsie on my end. That was not a bug. Candy. Gold spoon. Blue book. Okay, I think that's working. Let's get to the actual point of this stream. I can't believe I'm an hour in and I'm barely getting to the actual intended task for today. Holy shit. Oh my goodness. My brain's broken. See, the thing is, my complaining from Onlyfish is because the rules don't make sense, Castle. And it was never tested before. If the challenge was actually tested, if it was proven to be doable, then I wouldn't have anything to complain about. Only pies and stews works, but if you force them to be in one specific region and you let them choose the region, I feel like it dilutes the whole challenge part. Because you could just pick Mountain Town and have the easiest challenge ever. Okay. Let's fix some things. So close this. Disable this. Turn off. I'm gonna remember to attach that back in, because it won't always spawn an extra item. And hopefully that doesn't break it. Hopefully. Is this from Skyrim? I think this is from Skyrim. Close everything. We don't need all of this open. Okay. So, this was kind of the whole point of the stream. Working on the sparks. These are one of the two types of anomalies, and there's 3 variations to the sparks. Right now, they are visually working as intended. Basically similar to the blue one. I noticed that there's flashing lights coming from it. Interesting. They each are supposed to do a different thing. Hold on. Yeah, that's epic. I made some changes to the fog and the lighting, and I think I might have ruined it. I think this is too... I think I just need more fog. Let me change that back. Put the fog back to where it was. Which I think it was... It was this variable. Or not. Ah, it was this one. Extinction scale. There. But I like the brightness, so the brightness is good. It's a little brighter. It's not like pitch black. This gives more Silent Hill, but at night. Versus pitch blackness with intense fog. Yeah. This is a lot better. Like, you can actually see objects as you get closer to them. You can see the ground. You can see where you're stepping. I need to fix the flashlight, though. That is a problem. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. I already have one that's working. The blue one. The blue one has been working for a while, and I'm not even going to touch that one because that one is exactly how I want it to work. All it does, so I'm gonna give you hints as to what they do. Obviously, I'm gonna show you what they do. The red one is called the... I already forgot what it's called. Siphon. There we go. It's called the Siphon Spark. The blue one is called the Guide Spark. And the green one is called... Also forgot that one. Totally forgot. I literally figured them out today. Foresight. There we go. The green one is Foresight. They're each going to do different things. The blue one, all it does is point you to points of interest. The entrance of a building that you can enter. Or maybe the location of a special item. Like the start of a puzzle or something like that. Or a specific note that's like maybe not part of the story, but it's something that you could pick up. The green one is supposed to warn you of the bigger anomalies, the barriers, the ones that I made a while back, which I'll have to look at again to make sure that they're working. But they will circle the area around an anomaly, kind of like dancing along. Maybe not dancing. Let me just keep it simple. So I need to kind of revolve around the big anomalies. It's a warning, essentially. And the red ones, if you get near, they will attack you, and they will take some of your sanity. There we go. Jesus Christ. Psychic damage, essentially. It cuts some of your sanity down. God. It's just damage. That's all it is. It's just a thing that damages you if you get too close. So, let's open these up. It took me a while to figure out why the color of the little sparkles couldn't change. Is because the colors are set to more than 1. Normally the scale is 0 to 1, but for the way that this visual effect works, it has to be up to 100. So that's how I was able to get the colors to change. Otherwise, these sparks would be invisible. Oh boy, that's fun. So let's get rid of the item. Anomalous spark. So Foresight and Siphon are not going to do the same thing. This is now for Guide. Okay. I might change the guide to maybe move towards the center of interest, essentially. So let me add a little what is the scene point? Oh, the scene point's the middle. I think that's actually, I don't even know what that's for. I don't remember. Am I using this? That's not what I clicked on, but okay. Oh, I'm not even using the scene point. I can just delete this, but I don't need to. Keep it. That'll be our point of interest for the guide. Okay, I want to work on Foresight first, so let me change this to set guide location. And this is kind of like a loop with a delay. So it'll move to it'll select one spot, move to that spot. After it's done moving, it'll stop and select a new spot and start over again. Essentially, it's like a loop. And then right now, if you overlap with them, they will disappear. But I think that's only going to be a characteristic of the blue ones. Actually, no, that'll be a characteristic of the red ones. We're going to get rid of that for the blue ones. I think I want the blue one to move towards the location of interest when you overlap it. Essentially, just go to the door or go to the note or whatever. Well, then let's update the blue one then. Okay, let's update blue. So, if I overlap with the blue... We're not going to mess with any of the other codes. So, I'm going to take this, switch. Oh, I keep forgetting you could just do this. Okay. I'll do this for now. True. If it's a guide, I want it to move to the scene location, essentially. So we're going to stop. Stop random movement. So we're going to ignore shrink then. So we don't really need stop random movement then. Well, kind of, we do. We don't need it here, because we're changing how this works. I need it here. Stop random movement. If it's true, then we stop it from moving. So here we need to set that up. Stop random movement on guide. Set that to true. That'll stop its movement, and then we're going to trigger the new movement goal. Okay, so I'm going to move. We might not even need this. At this point, we're not using it. So I'll put that to the side. So this is selects and move, selects location. Jesus Christ. For the guide spark and moves to that location. Okay. And then we'll need another one. Oh, so it's either or castle. I think you're kind of complicating this challenge idea. You're overcomplicating it. And I don't think you can do that with the fact that stews can be cooked at level 1 and pies can only be cooked at level 3. You can't do that. You're complicating the challenge too much, and it's actually making it unfair. Just leave it at only stews or only pies. Random region, you can move around the regions. Just X number of days. You're making this too difficult. Okay, so then to POI. So we're gonna do the same thing. Timeline, mesh, relative location. Grab that. Actually, we do need the shrink. Never mind. Okay. And then the location of the scene. Oh, shoot. Is it... It's going to be get relative location. Get the relative location of that. That's the target. Okay. And then when it gets there, we're going to delay. Did I save a default location? Let's save a default location. Actually, the default location will be the middle the sphere? No, let's save a default. Oops. Redo. Let's save a default location. So get mesh, get relative location, promote default relative location. Okay, so after the delay, then we shrink. So shrink spark. Stop random movement. I mean, that... Oh, hold on. Stop random movement. What is the point of this, really? If it really would have made more sense here. So I think might have messed up there, but that's fine. I'm just gonna strip this down then. So I don't think I need this. Dude, didn't I just listen to this? No. The song's just that long. Jesus. Well, actually, it's only 3 minutes long, but for some reason, it's just like looping over and over again. It's a Pokemon song. Okay. Go back to... Oh, I guess 000 would be its default location, so then I don't need this. Is there a reason why you're up here? Put that there. Okay. And then that's good. Okay. Move this here. Collision. Okay, collisions. I'm gonna I'm gonna change this. Just make this for guide sparks. Yeah, I would just leave it to any region and at random. You can move in any region if you want to. I think keep it as... We can talk about this another time, but keep it as only pies and stews. Or only stews and pies. Or you could use the other name that I came up. What was it? Soup, salads, and sandwiches. The sandwiches are pies, essentially. No, just don't complicate it. Just do stews and pies only. The challenge to making a stew is actually there, because you need either find broth and flour, which is not in every region. Or find the ptarmigan to make the broth. So there's a challenge to making stew already. You need to find broth, as well as flour, or you need to make the broth. And then you'll need salt to make the broth. It's only a level 1 cooking requirement, so that's not that bad. But the challenge comes in the broth, and the salt, and then the flour. Then you have to get to level 3 cooking to try to make pies. Where you can actually eat, you know... Well, it's the same ingredients, more or less, but it's no broth. And if you wanted to, you could go around finding the other stews and pies and soup recipes as well. Soup, salad, breadsticks. Yeah, but like breadsticks doesn't make sense because like the only actual bread in the game is Bannock's, and don't include Bannock's into this. Salads was just like including like natural foods you can eat as well. But I like the idea of just only stews and pies. Just keep it like that. Only stews and pies. No either or. No one specific region and you stay in that specific region. No choosing a random region and then, you know, staying in that region. Move around. Just keep it like a normal challenge, but you can only eat stews and pies. And soups, I guess. Same thing, more or less. Okay. Move to POI. Shrink the spark. Which should make it down to 0 scale. Turn off the light. because random movement is on here, right? So we're on. It's on here. We need to turn it back off here. Here, I'm gonna move this over. Oh boy. What have I done? Okay. So we're going to stop random movement. Okay. Then, yeah, we do want stop random movement here. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. Reset the spark. Which when it resets, we want to put it back in its default location as well. Which I don't know if that's doing that yet. Reset spark. Set the spark. Set relative location to 0, 0, 0. Then we scale it back up to its normal scale. Put the light back on. And then we're going to start the process over. But that's going to depend on what the type of anomaly is. Shrinks and resets sparks when colliding, not necessarily when colliding player. Shrinks and resets the spark. Okay. So we'll keep this here. Might need more room. So if we are, oh boy. Okay, so siphon sparks are not going to return. They will destroy themselves when they collide with the player. Foresight sparks will reset. They'll disappear if you collide with them. Or do I not do that? For now, it's just going to be guides. Yeah. What is this song from? Through the Valley. Pyre. It sounds familiar. I don't know. Never heard that game. I've never played that game before. Okay. Let me do the same thing here. Oops. Okay. So theoretically this should work. I just want the guide to reset back to its default location. So this should really just be reset guide spark. It's very specific. Yeah, set guide location, is that what it said? Yeah. Move guide to POI. I'm hoping this works. And then the POI, we need to actually like set it. So move these away. Let me actually turn on their collision sphere so I can see it. I haven't had coffee for 4 years until now with decaf. I stopped drinking coffee because of my anxiety attacks. Yeah, I would not drink coffee even with decaf, because that can still have those same effects as regular coffee. Not as much, but Yeah, that's one thing I'm trying to avoid entirely, is drinking coffee, even if it's decaf, with my current problems. Okay. Oh, right, I need to set the POI spot. Oh. Hold on. Do. Right here. It's gonna go towards the door. Make it look like it's disappearing in the door, more or less. Music scared the living shit out of me. It didn't do the thing. Okay. I figured there'd be an issue. Yeah, guide spark, okay. Oh. Moron. Move guide to POI. Didn't put that in there. Idiot alert. That should be the problem, hopefully. Some things are just so much simpler than others. Daniel, I don't know. Don't ask. I don't know how the body works. Oh yeah, see, there we go. Oh. Oh, it rubber banded back. What the hell? Okay. It worked until it didn't. That's how game development works. Imagine me trying to make AI work. Oh god. Like artificial intelligence, not the crap that people are trying to sell you. Oh, I think it might be because of this. Let's get rid of that. If stop random movement is true, then we need to like keep the thing from moving. Essentially. Because otherwise it'll rubber band. It's getting two different locations that it needs to move to, essentially. We don't want that. We just want the one. See? There we go. And then after a bit, it should return. Oh! Yeah, rubber banded back. Okay, let's make sure it doesn't do that. So... after it shrinks... why wait the 10 seconds? Let's just put it to its normal location. Like, immediately. As soon as it's gone. Hopefully this doesn't cause a problem. See, it disappeared. Okay. Let's see what happens. If I'm in the collision and it spawns back in, oh, I think I might have actually stopped it from doing that. Awesome. Actually, not sure why it didn't come back. Oops. Where'd you go, chat? There you go. You should stop drinking it. Please, just... Daniel, oh my god. Canned decaf, coffee, trigger, and anxiety attack. Is that what you said it was? Because of an anxiety attack. Okay. Let's look for a .org or .gov or a hospital or university. Any hospitals around here? The concerning part is that every single website that comes up is kind of concerningly not reliable. You'd think that there'd be like 1.5 million studies on coffee, the #1 most consumed food product in the world. If coffee were to become extinct tomorrow, our species would go into anarchy. How are there no like hospital or universities like at the top of the list? The only one that's like a .org is one that I'm not familiar with. Honestly, Daniel, if I were you and you're concerned about the possibility, talk to your doctor about it. I can't give you correct medical advice here because apparently it's not hard, it's not easy to look up, especially now with bullshit AI responses. Talk to your doctor. Thank you, Kirk. I appreciate it. By the way, welcome. How are you doing? Okay. I need to see... Why didn't you come back, buddy? Hold on. So... is overlapping the player. Okay. Yeah, that will prevent it from triggering. So then I need... If and when the player exits the overlap... Because if it gets to this point and the player's overlapping the sphere, it's not going to trigger this and it won't reset the spark. So... are we using that variable? Are we using a variable to denote that the spark is invisible? Can disappear. Let's just change that to has spark disappeared. True. If the spark has disappeared, false. Oh, this was already set up to work the way I was thinking. Okay. So we only need this. But I need to actually use the spark disappeared. So if those are both true, then we stop the random movement, wait a little bit, then reset the spark. Okay. Oh, but again, that's specifically for the guide. Specifically for this. Guide. That's going to be annoying each time. Kirk, only pies or stews, but locked in a single random region. I keep telling him, Kirk, that won't work. There's so many issues with that idea, and he won't listen. Okay. Oh boy. I'm gonna... So here we're setting it. Here we're setting it true. We should set it to false here. We don't need this. Nope. Guide. We're just resetting it, so... Okay. Okay, so here... We're not really resetting. Honestly, like, the whole point of this variable is just so that it stops moving. If we are changing the location mid-movement, essentially. Okay. Which is happening here. As soon as we interact with as soon as the spark interacts with the player, we stop the movement and immediately trigger this new move to POI movement timeline. And then okay, let me get to the shrinking part. We have stopped movement. Movement should still be stopped here, so there's no point in doing that. Okay. Then we're gonna reset the location when it's shrunken and visible. We're gonna wait 10 seconds. We're gonna re-enable movement. We're gonna check to see if the player's overlapping. If not, then we reset the process. We reset the spark, so it's the default size. Then we begin anew. Okay. So throughout all of that, stop movement does get turned off. Okay, so when is it invisible? We need to set it to be disappeared. It has disappeared by this point right here. This is getting really long. Let's move this down here. Okay. Kirk Stevens' next adventure is random region mod where only chaos is in order. Okay, so we're setting spark disappeared. Here we are setting it back to be visible. Hold on. Here. If it passes this check, Oh wait, not every spark will reappear. Some will get destroyed. If it's a guide, then we make it re-enabled. Make it reappear. This line of code is absurdly long. But this is what happens when you can't put timelines or delays in functions. Epic, make it happen. That would be lovely. I'm sure there's a reason that it can't happen. I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on behind the engine. I just know it doesn't work half the time. Okay. So now it has disappeared and has been reset. So here, if it has disappeared and the player's overlapping, then we reset it, which will skip the part where it reappears. Oh, I guess this can just be here, because we're probably going to reuse this multiple times. Yeah, that shrinks this down a bit. Jesus. Okay. Yeah, because then the player exits the collision, and then we want to reset this. There's the reset. Perfect. Let's see. Flashlight's kind of useless right now. Gotta fix that. I basically need to set the flashlight to have different brightnesses based on the level, because the fog is kind of messing up the diffusion of the light. Okay, it's clearly been about 10 seconds now. The light hasn't come back. Exit 2, 1, 0. There it is. And it resets. Uh-oh. It broke. One more issue to fix. Oh. Has spark disappeared? That shouldn't be there. Not. It should be not. Has not disappeared. Dude, I feel like we hear there's like 15 different versions of this song from Legend of Zelda. I think we've heard it like 3 times today already. Overlapping the player, but the spark has not disappeared. Hello? I broke it. Right? Has not disappeared, and the player overlaps. I broke it. Let's see what happened. Hello, Jess, how are you doing? Oh, I did break it. Yeah, it's overlapping the player. And the spark, this should be false by default. Oh, is it? No. By default, this variable is false. Let me try this. Let me separate these for now. So this is only checking the player. And then that's checking the spark. What happened? Oh. Okay, well, let's get rid of the not here. So, has the spark disappeared? It has not disappeared. What do you mean the spark has disappeared? What do you mean? The only place this variable changes, I think, is after it starts shrinking, and it hasn't started shrinking yet. Am I hitting reset somewhere? No. What are you doing? Are you? Oh, you're exposing. Oh. That might be why. All my other mods I recently downloaded are working great. That's good to hear. For the long dark? Nice. Toasty, I need your help. I downloaded the long development and unzipped the folder in the mods folder, and when I went to play it, it wasn't there. Unzip the folder in the mods folder. Do you want to download it again and put it back in the mods folder and see what happens? Get exited. Oh, that was quicker than it should have been. That was definitely not the 10 seconds. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, maybe that was 10 seconds. Okay, well, I mean, if it's not the full 10 seconds, it doesn't really matter. But that's working. That's awesome. Let's make sure it works multiple times. Took 5 minutes to download initially, moved it to my mods folder, and unzipped it there. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Yep. That's awesome. Okay, that's perfect. That's exactly what I need. Okay, just... Your mods folder in the long dark should look like this. So I have the long development. Oh, so when I installed it, it was just the DLL. I think. Yeah. No, there's something. Oh, never mind. Yep. Oh no, I think that installs. I think when you install the DLL, the command prompt will download all that. It's just the DLL. That's all you should have in here. The long development.dll. Then it should download all this for you, I believe. I don't create an additional folder unless you don't have mods. This is what your game files look like. If you don't have the mods folder, then you're not putting your mods in the right spot. Otherwise, make a folder called mods and throw everything in here. So throw your DLL in here. And then launch it, and it should download the files, which are, they go in here. I think these are the files you're talking about. Yeah, all of this gets downloaded when you install the DLL and launch the game. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe Kirk can help you with that because he's more versed in all that. Yeah, because you're just downloading the DLL, and that will download the other files you will need once you launch the mods. I think you just need to let the long development download everything, right? If you have this folder, try deleting it, because it might not have downloaded everything correctly. Delete this folder. and then maybe remove the long dart DLL and reinstall it. That's maybe the best that I can help you with there. Okay. So this one's gonna work a little weird. Is it the link from Discord? What link? What do you mean? Okay, I want to work on Foresight because I think Foresight's going to be a little tricky. So I also need the anomaly, the barrier anomaly. Okay. Ooh, Jesus. Okay. So I also need to see this outline of this. For this, I no longer need to see the outline for the spark. So all, maybe not all anomalies, but we'll see. Anomalous, the barriers. I need to rename this to barrier. Anomalous barrier. The link that Discord posted, Nightbot posted, is just the Discord. It's my Discord. That's just an auto command. They have a Discord though you can go to if you're having trouble with it. I'm inviting you to their Discord. There. You should be able to see the long development Discord now. They can help you with the issue. It might just be a general modding problem, but they can still help you with it because it's relating to the long development. But I'm sure anyone will be happy to help you there. Fixing the mod. Okay. So this one won't be that difficult, actually. What I'm going to do... there's two ways of doing it. I'm kind of scared that the one way I want to do it in won't work. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a scene point... Nope. On the barrier. What's your... maximum range? Anomaly radius? Oh, is this exposed on spawn? Oh, I see. Okay. So I'm gonna have on the scene. Oh, hold on. This should be fine on construct. Get child actor cast to spark. Okay. We're gonna make it a variable. Spark ref. And then we're gonna make it anomaly type. It has to be foresight. Let's add a variable. Spawn spark? And if not... never mind. I don't want to do a child. I don't want to do a child. That might not be a good idea. Instead, I'm going to spawn actor from class. Oh, wait, hold on. Spawn. Please. And attach. Oh, wait, I guess you can't do that. You can only do that with It sounds like you're downloading these files. It sounds like you're downloading these files in this folder. You need the DLL, otherwise it won't work. Here, I'm just gonna give this to you. This should work. I'm just gonna send you the DLL. There, that's really small anyways. The mod won't work without that. Put that in, not in the long dev folder, in the mods folder. Put it just in the mods folder, in here. That's what you're missing. If you don't have the DLL, then it won't run. Turning off the air, it's kind of cold now. Okay, so we're gonna make this expose on spawn, because maybe not all of the anomalies, the barriers have one. Spawn actor from class, spark. So we don't need to do this. We set it to foresight. We make it the reference. Shit. Oh my Jesus Christ. Gravenut donating 10 jewels. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hello, Gravenut. How are you doing? I don't know what the value of that is, but I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, and you sent sparkles too. Incoming. I may need to set a sound alert for that because I don't have one. This is just the default one from Twitch, I'm guessing. Thank you, Grapenut. I appreciate it. Oh, and stars. Stars. Oh my goodness, Grapenut, what are you doing? Holy crap. Save some jewels for the rest of us. Jesus. So Grapenut's going crazy here. Holy crap. Thank you. There's gonna be a bunch of those now. Thank you so much. Oh my god, please. Ah! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for all of them. How are you doing, by the way? Okay, and then we're gonna attach to component. I guess I could attach a spring arm to this. That's normally reserved for cameras. I don't think that matters. Spring arm. And I'll just make the spring arm length the size of the... anomaly radius, plus 25 or something like that. Plus 25. Hopefully this is like actual, like, the same increments. Do 50. Set length. Yeah, this is normally for cameras, but hey, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can make the spring arm, or the scene point, which has the spring arm on it, which is gonna have the anomaly, the spark on it. I'm gonna have it rotate at the same rate over time. That should theoretically work. Hopefully it triggers the little sparkles to spawn, because those only spawn when the spark moves in the world. So hopefully that actually allows it to trigger. So parent needs to be the spring arm. No socket. Snap to target. Snap to target. Keep relative scale. Okay. That should work, hopefully. How many nuts did Grape send? I don't know. You picked stews over pies? I guess I would say the stews are in the game are more appetizing. Grinding all day trying to wind down. Well, I appreciate the donations. Thank you so much. How's the game dev? Oh, it's driving me nuts. I'm like halfway up the wall trying to get a container to spawn items correctly. So yeah, it's going very well, as you can see. Weld bodies, yes. But I've moved on from that. I had enough of that. I've spent like 3 hours today trying to get the containers to work. And then like 3 hours last week. They're working. Ish. There's some other issue I need to find and fix. Okay. This should snap the spark to the edge of the spring arm here. It'll be longer than this, obviously. Let me see the spring arm when I'm testing this. How does... Okay, it's visible. So... Then I need... Oh, God. Do I do this on event tick? This might not be a good idea. Because there's going to be a bunch of these in the level. And that's bogging down the process, processing. Because it's constantly updating something. There's definitely a way to rotate objects without using event tick. Like constantly rotating. Revolving, essentially. Shut up. Oh god, no. Jess, please. What is this? Try to access your device. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Guys, I might have a virus. Uh-oh. That's not good. Let me save. Is that gonna happen when I open Chrome now? Methinks Windows Defender is not working very well. I'll have to do a virus scan after this. Those pop-ups are so annoying. To rotate an object over time without can't spell without event tick. There's a way to do it. Rotate objects. 3 ways to rotate objects. It's a video, of course.
Hello.
Oh! And scared me. How do I... Guys, I swear all I look up is YouTube, I swear. And Drive, I guess. I'm watching through an... Oh god, it's happening again. This isn't good. This is really, really bad. Okay. Let's watch it together. Give him credit, I guess. This is, what's their name? Zima Env? In this method, the object rotates is handled through event tick. We don't want event tick. No event tick. And here you can see the performance hit. Ah, here we go. These are the examples. So A is event tick. B, the object is rotating using the material's world position offset. It's a lightweight and highly optimized approach, making it suitable for gameplay. However, it requires either a consistent material on the rotating object or a single master material shared across all objects. Don't know what any of that means. Rotation is handled inside the blueprint using the rotating movement component. And then we get the results. Performance hit. Oh, Jesus. That's worse? How the hell do I do B? I was gonna do rotating movement. Maybe not. Maybe we do. Stop it! I don't even use Cash App. Somebody send help. No, I actually might have a virus. This is not good. And host the new OnlyFans. No, I don't. I swear to God. Stop it. Yeah, this isn't good. I was gonna use rotate movement. Oh wait, no, maybe it was like, maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine. Event tick. I don't want event tick. So here's the thing. I'm not using like a material. I don't want to mess with material stuff. Let's just do this one. Which I think is just adding. Oh shit, this is gonna rotate the whole thing. Actually, I guess it's fine if the whole thing rotates. Because rotate. Rotate? Hello? Oh, what? I thought it was called like... What in the hell are we listening to? Rotating movement component. Oh, does it? I have to click on the specific object. There it is. Specifically for that, I'm hoping, but I don't know. Oh, maybe it's because I didn't click on anything. Got it. I'm an idiot. Okay. Close Chrome. We're gonna have it rotate on its rotation rate on its z-axis. Rotation rate 30. Okay. And then that should handle most of the work. Okay, that's exposed on spawn. Kirk, please stop. You're making it worse. I don't use OnlyFans. Jesus Christ. Okay, so we don't need this. We just need a barrier. And then anomaly type. We'll make it electrical, even though it doesn't really do much right now because the flashlight's kind of useless. I need to make it unuseless. I just need the flashlight to work through fog, basically. I just need to set the fog so that the flashlight can blast through that. Because right now it seems like the fog's kind of absorbing the light from the flashlight. Okay. So it's spawning the spark. Okay. It'll spawn the spark and attach it. What is this gonna do? Nothing. Can I see your sphere, please? Oh, I need to set the radius. 250. There we go. Set this above the ground, though. Okay, I can see that's rotating. I can see that it did not spawn. I won't be able to tell if it spawned anything. Print. Print. I chose spawn spark. Oh, maybe can't do it on construct. Maybe that's one of those things it can't do on construct. Let me put this on begin play. Maybe. Okay, there we go. See? Oh, and it works. The sparks are going. So that's your warning. It's called foresight for a reason. It's telling you that there's something here. It's sort of a warning, or like a fortune teller, something like that. Not really a fortune teller, more like a teller. There we go. And that's why I called it foresight. Okay. So we need that radius to be bigger. Quite a bit bigger. And if it goes through walls, that's totally fine. These things are spiritual in nature, so it doesn't matter. Is 250 too much? Daniel, I don't know. That's why I'm telling you, go talk to your doctor about it. Okay. This is good. This is good. This is perfect. I like how when it went through the snow, it looked kind of cool. Oh. Oh. I think it had to, like, adjust its path. Hold on. Yeah. Because it has a collision. Let me turn that off. I totally forgot about that. Make you not interaction. World dynamic? Oh, okay. How do I fix this? It has to be a collision type that the ground won't give a shit about. Oh, there's an anomaly type. What exactly is the ground, the landscape collision type? I'm assuming it's world static. World static. And it ignores anomalies. Awesome. That's the issue. Okay. Oh. Huh. It even went around me. Interesting. That's interesting. So I'll need to find another solution to that. For now, this works. It's not the end of the world, I guess. It's working as intended, it's just a little finicky. Hold on, this is driving me nuts. Not even changing the collision type, so I don't know why you have a collision. Hold on, what I can do is pause, click on it, collision, with a mesh. No collision and anomaly, and it's ignoring everything. It needs to generate overlap events. Oh, actually, it does not need to make overlap events, generate overlap events. Because we're not overlapping with that, we're overlapping with the sphere on the anomaly. How do I get that sucker to go through? Oh, so I got that to work, right? Yeah, so I think I can do this the way it was before. So it's going to be not disappeared and overlapping the player. works still. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Scared the shit out of me. So if it is a foresight, what I guess I can do is not here actually. On events begin play. I can set up a function for this. Something must be colliding with it, and I don't know what it is, so we're just going to disable everything. Set collision type to anomaly. It's already anomaly, but I'm just going to make sure it's anomaly. Anomaly. We're going to set the sphere to the same thing. For foresight specifically, we don't even need the collision. This is specifically for foresight. Alright, Daniel. If you start feeling bad, just don't drink the coffee anymore. And if you're that concerned about it, don't drink any more coffee and see your doctor about it. And then disable collision enable. I loathe collisions because half the time they don't make sense. Okay. Was that the solution? Let's find out. No. Why is it going around? Oh, I know why. I know why. I know why. It's the spring arm. The thing that I also loathe when it comes to third-person camera is the spring arm. Holy shit. I need you to not react to things. Oh, do collision tests? No. There we go. That's going to be the solution. So we don't even need this. Just get rid of all this. Get rid of that. But we can keep the mesh as anomaly because it should be anomaly to begin with. Specifically the little ball. There we go. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna have to reduce the lifespan of some of the sparks. For sure. For performance reasons, mostly. But this is working perfectly. And if I go inside, it disables my flashlight, and then there's this visual effect. I like that the oh! Wait, this is kind of cool. I just realized this. This is not even intentional. So it darkens your screen. That's a post-processing effect to signify you have entered a barrier. You are taking more psychic damage over time. So your timer is dropping even faster. And then there's a secondary effect, which for this one was electronics. So it disables all electronics. Your flashlight's useless. Although at the moment it's useless anyways. Disable this. I just realized that the foresight anomaly can also function as a guide, like the blue one. It's how you get out of the barrier. It tells you, hey, get out of there, follow me. You might lose your way. You might be in a building and you might be hitting a wall or something and you can't get out. But if you follow the anomaly, it'll get you out. Kind of. It depends on like the situation, like if you're in a building or an enclosed space. But yeah, that's kind of cool. That's kind of unintentional, but that adds a secondary function to this little guy. I definitely want to slow it down. Slow it down. Make it 10. But I like the way this is working. I just need to reduce the lifespan of those sparks for performance reasons. Since when do feet have fingers? What? Why are there fingers on my feet? I'm gonna ban you. Okay, this looks way better. Like a new player playing the game will wonder, what the hell is this? It's like going in a circle, and then they walk forward. Uh-oh. I need to find a way to kind of fade that in. I don't know how to do that. I need to find a way to fade in a visual effect or post-processing effect of some sort. Like this. But I don't know how to do it. Am I losing 2 health in there? Let me double check. Make sure that's still working. So, I'm losing 1 health per tick. Yes. But it's not synchronized. Interesting. I'm gonna have to take a look at that. For some reason it's not synchronized. It should be. Okay, let's look at Siphon. Siphon should be super duper easy. On collision with the player, Siphon is going to move towards the player. So I need to create custom event, move Siphon to player. But I'm going to move it slower than... Oh, I might need to do AI movement for this. Actually, what I could do is make it move really fast, but if you move out of the way, it'll miss you. And then it has to attempt again if you're still in the collision. For this one, I might make the radius bigger. So on construct, let's do this. Oh, and I keep forgetting I can do this. On construct, we move all this over. Sphere, set radius, promote that. Spark radius. Make that exposed and editable. And then that should update automatically. What's the default radius right now? 5,000? That's crazy. Units in game engine sometimes do not make sense. Like one variable can be like, can range from like 0 to 1, and then another could be like 0 to 1,000,000 for some reason. And it's like sometimes half of that million is barely doing anything. It's like not noticeable. Units work so weird in any engine really, unless they have a standardized unit for like location in the world space. But I don't know about that. Unreal definitely doesn't have that. Like if I make this box 50 units across and this sphere here, I can show you. What's the oh, I guess I won't be able to tell because it's adjusting its size based on the size of that asset. Never mind. But you know what I mean. Like it'd be like that is 50, but this is also 50 somehow. But it's not really the same. Is a Z just a 7 on its knees? What is happening here? The fuck? Is a hot dog a sandwich? I believe it is. A hot dog is a sandwich. Fight me on that one. Because here's the thing. If you take a hot dog bun and it splits in half, at least in this current cost of living crisis, you're not going to throw that hot dog bun away. You're going to put the hot dog in there. You're going to hold it tightly so it doesn't fall out. That's a sandwich. It's 2 halves of a bread, or 2 slices of a bread, kind of, with meat in the middle. Even if the bread is intact, it's still a sandwich. What about like a bread roll sandwich, like a hoagie or a sub sandwich? That's a sandwich. The bread is still intact most of the time. It's no different than a hot dog. Hot dogs are sandwiches. End of case. What is this from? Donkey Kong Country, aquatic ambience. I like this. Never played any Donkey Kong Country games. What am I doing again? I'm trying to... Ooh, I gotta finish this up quickly. Right, I set this up so that it nope, not that. That so that it sets its radius. So the default radius is 5,000? Sphere. Yeah, 5,000 radius. This one I'm gonna make a bit bigger. I'm gonna make it 7,500. Okay. So I don't need the barrier anymore. Spark. Okay. I could try move to like it's an AI. But sometimes that doesn't even want to work. AI move or move to location or actor. Oh, it needs a controller. AI move to self. Maybe this will work. Can you not? Slef? No, self. Okay, maybe not. Move to. Oh, does it have to be this mesh maybe? No. Move to. Simple move. Oh, it needs a controller. Okay, fuck. That's lame. Oh, so I do need the player to overlap. I need the capsule to overlap anomalies. Okay, it does. This needs to overlap pawns. When it's a siphon, it needs to have a collision. Okay. Set collision. Enabled for the mesh. Query only. Okay. For siphon. Excellent. And then if it's a siphon, move to player. We're just gonna copy and paste this. I hate timelines because they can't, like, it's really hard to reuse them. Like, reuse them for different purposes. You're kind of just stuck with copying and pasting over and over again. But this timeline, I'm gonna speed up. We want this to be faster. So 1.5 seconds maybe? Let's see how that looks. Basically, it'll get to the player faster than if it were moving around randomly. Okay. Yes, they do have a player reference. Good. Target, get. Shit. Location. Get. Oh, crap. Get actor location? Because this is relative locations, what I'm working with, so I don't know if this will work. Let me see if this works. Oh! It did something, alright. It didn't quite move towards the player. So that means that's not going to work. I need... Get capsule. Component. Get... I don't think this is going to work. Because relative location is relative to the actual actor. So this might not even do anything. This might not even translate, right? Yeah, it's the same thing. Same issue. I need to set its world location. Shit. Which is tricky when we're talking about a component attached to a different actor. This is under the hierarchy, essentially. It's a child of this whole thing. Get world location. And then get the player. Get actor location. Which is more or less the same as world location. Because I don't want to move the actual anomaly. I just want to move the mesh. If I move the whole anomaly, then it's going to essentially keep following the player. Work? It worked. Just not the way I was hoping it would work. Oh, it set it to world 0. Oops. My bad. That's why I went at the speed of sound. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, it worked. Look at that. So, first of all, that should definitely be closer to the ground, I guess. That's kind of sick. Okay, so this worked. Sometimes doing world location with a component of an actor can be tricky. But it worked. Okay. Siphon Spark. Guide Spark. We don't really have anything in here for specifically for Foresight because that's all handled by the barrier anomalies. Okay. And then I guess what I could do is add a little bit of upward and sideward movement for the Foresight anomalies. So it's still rotating, but it's also like moving a little bit here and there. Maybe if I have time, I'll add that in here in a sec, but let me focus on this first. So once it's reached its location, if it hits the player, let's handle that. So the mesh overlaps the player. Put this over here. All the other collisions. Okay, so I need this and this. Basically. It's a lot of copying and pasting sometimes. That's a shame. So if it is a siphon, then we're gonna take the player. Sanity. There should be a function or something for sanity. Oh, hold on. How is sanity being reduced again? Was there sanity handler? Got it. So sanity handler. Sanity. Decrease sanity. Oh. Can I? Oh. Was there a different one? Adjust? No, this one is specifically for the timer. I don't have one that's just reducing sanity. But I thought I did. It might be in the player. Oh, adjust sanity value. Okay. Got it. No, not the max. Sanity value. There we go. I was concerned I hadn't set that up, but I'm pretty sure I did. We'll make it a flat. We're talking about 1,000 point values for the health, the sanity, which is 16 minutes and 16.67 seconds. It's actually, or minutes. God, 16 and 2/3 of a minute. Christ Almighty. So if we reduce it by 50. We're reducing that's almost a whole minute of your timer gone. That maybe 75, a minute and a quarter. Minute and a quarter of your time is gone. I can probably adjust this to sanity damage. I'll make it exposed just in case I want to change the values based on the location of the siphon or maybe the difficulty, but that's fine for now. Okay, close that. This should work. Oh, it kind of stopped. Is there a reason why? Why did it stop? Because the player capsule is a pawn and it's overlapping anomalies. The anomaly mesh is an anomaly. Oh, it's got no collision. No, I thought I enabled it. I did. Okay. So, and it's overlapping pawns. What is this? Dwarf Fortress. Why does it seem to like stop abruptly? I think I need to make it move in the direction the player is, not specifically towards the player. That way it'll keep going until I tell it to stop, more or less. Yeah, see, it stops there. Oh, even if I like overlap it, it's just not. It's not even doing anything. I want to end the stream here shortly, but we got good progress here at the very least. Then this won't trigger then. Click on... Hold on. Click on that one. Oh yeah, that didn't even work. I didn't even fire. Print. Oops. Print. Get collision enabled. Print. Get collision object type. Show me what I want to see. Anomaly query only. Okay. Yeah, that's correct. It might be easier to make it a different collision type. Which I hate doing, because like the whole purpose of the anomaly collision type is so that is for this specific reason. Make it a world dynamic? No, it's still not firing anything. Print. Damage taken. Print that for 10 seconds. Just so we can see it, but it's not triggering anything. Like, it's not even firing here. Like, you don't see anything here. So it means it's just not overlapping at all with anything. So even this won't help. I don't think. Jess, what is happening? No, nothing. Oh, I know why. I ticked off generate overlap events. Kill me in game. Yeah, I took damage. Oof. Oh no. Okay. I'll need to figure out how to get it to keep moving because it's stopping at me. It shouldn't really do that. Like, it should just keep going until it reaches the edge. That's what I wanted to do. I need to take... There's definitely a way to do it. To take a direction and turn that into a movement, essentially. A direction to move. And then I can make it do it for X amount of distance. Mesh, look, shoot. hold on. Wait, no. I thought it was called like look at rotation or something like that. If I open this, I'm gonna get those little pop-ups again. Yep. Oh my god, this isn't good. This is really bad. I gotta do a full virus scan. Really bad. Trying to find the thing that I'm looking for. Okay, that's what it was. So start this world location, and then this is the target. We have a rotator now. Make we have to take this and turn it into a location, a direction, essentially, for movement. No. Oh my god. This is not good. Stop it. I clicked on it by accident. Alright, I'm gonna start the virus scan. Scan? No. Windows security? It may be time to update to Windows 11. Just wondering. I was just thinking that might be the best course of action here. How does do full scan? Because this is going to destroy my PC. Oh, there are 3 terabytes, nearly 3 terabytes of hard drives. This is not good. Okay, I'm going to have to leave my PC doing that overnight. While my PC is still intact, let me save. And leave it here because there's something here that I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to take this and turn it into a direction, essentially. It's like... It's not the forward vector, is it? Oh my god. Oh, it's Trump. Go away. Guys, the government has hacked my computer. How do I just disable those pop-ups? Was that it? Was it forward vector? And then multiply that by like X amount of distance? Turn that into float. Would that be overkill? This might be wrong, but I have no idea. Let's find out. If this doesn't work, then we're just gonna end it here. Oh yeah, PC's slowing down already. Oh, yeah, it went the wrong way. Yep, I'll figure it out. But it's this. I'm like almost there. Like, I think this part needs to change, but I'm close. I know it's definitely the look at rotation, which gives you sort of like the direction, essentially, and then from there you can choose You can figure out there's a way to get it so that it like makes it move a specific distance forward from that direction. FBI. Yeah, I'm hoping that Windows security can figure this out for me. But that's it for the stream, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Uh-oh. No more of that. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Make sure you leave a like on the live stream. Subscribe and hit the notification bell if you haven't already. And I will see you on Friday for Minecraft. I'll make an announcement tomorrow for the Minecraft server. World, not really a server. Bye, everyone. Have a good night. Bye.